Hello guys, welcome to another exciting edition of A Town Hall Different right here on Obidatti Family TV. My name is Ekene Ezamanya, and with me in the studio, new set of faces. First of all, let them introduce themselves. Guy, what's up?
Hey, it's good to be here on A Town Hall Different. My name is P. Catch.
Andy Buku.
My name is Oliole Ibukolua Christabel, and I'm always here on A Town Hall Different.
Hello guys, Okafo Noble. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is a show that talk about things that are trending from the opposition camp and how they're trying to reshape it. Currently, a lot of them are trying to trend, just like P2B and Dati. They're all claiming now to all want to work for him or want him to endorse them or come and collaborate with them. The first story we're going to be looking at this evening is why Buhari is reluctant to support Tinubu. That is coming from Dino Melaya. That's a spokesperson for the PDP. And you remember what we discussed yesterday about the elements from the Asorok, according to Erufa.
Yeah, we've been playing with that conspiracy theory for a while. But anyway, like
I don't call it conspiracy theory. I think it's true.
We've been playing with the theory for a while. That it's possible that there's division within their ranks.
Obviously, there is.
There's fire in the camp.
It's a fresh voice. Let's hear what you have to say.
Nobody will say something, please. Let's
Okay.
get to
Yeah,
it.
it's very obvious that there's a fire in the camp now. Yeah, you can sense the division, even from the side of the president Muhammadu Buhari. You see, he's not fully in support of the All Progressive Congress's presidential flag bearer. He's not giving his total support, so it's very obvious, really obvious.
Okay, I would like to take you guys back to the primaries, APC primaries.
And how Tinubu emerged.
And how he emerged. Okay, so it was rumored that Buhari had his own candidate.
Okay.
Okay, but he wasn't going to come out openly and, say which person it was.
Which is expected.
So they kept waiting for him, the party kept waiting for him to, tell them where to go. But this other man, Tinubu, the Jagaban himself, felt like it was his right. That was when the Miloko thing came out.
Yeah.
And he talked about, during that meeting he had in Abeokuta or so, he talked about how Buhari ran for presidency 3 times. He said the first one, Olule. The second one, Lule. And the third one, Olule. And then it was after he failed that he now came to him. He now came to him and told him to stop crying, clean his tears. And now, so Jagaban felt like he made Buhari the president.
And Buhari owes him his favor.
Do it for me. And from what I understand from Hausa people, I've lived in the north, they are very, very proud people.
They have dignity.
Yes, they have the dignity. And I felt like Tinubu, with all of that whole that action that he held in that state, like it's not going to go down well with Buhari. And so this is bound to happen. Even though the guy has been cool, he has been calm, he allowed the whole process to go through, Tinubu eventually emerged. But I believe that Buhari has another agenda which is not like pro-Tinubu.
Yeah.
Because I feel that Erufai cannot allege that there are some elements in Asorok trying to work against Tinubu's emergence.
If he doesn't have substantial...
Exactly, because this is the president we are talking about, and this is your house, this is your office. So who are there working against Tinubu that you don't know? It means they're carrying out what you want them to do.
It always really strikes me as very strange when I see how much audacity Tinubu uses to just slash his fellow politicians. He has this opinion that he's above and beyond everybody there. And this is the way he operates in Lagos State. Pluck out a governor, instate a governor, put one in and puts one. I think people are sick of that nonsense going on right now. I think
has always been his thing.
This one is 2023 polls. APC campaign team rallies over 5 million farmers for Tinubu. I don't know how true this is, but you guys told us about the intervention funds for the farmers from the CBN, from a lot of social investment scheme. Now you're rallying 5 million farmers. For what? those that transport 350 baskets of tomatoes with 2.2 million, if you remember that story. And before it gets to Aba, it's already rotten. Are they the ones you are rallying round for Tinubu? I don't get it.
I mean, like,
I honestly don't get
so
it.
much is going on. Like, so much is going on.
And at this point, a lot of verified media platforms are also carrying news that we cannot substantiate at this point. It looks like a paid content for me. When you say 5 million farmers, from where? From which zone? From which local government? Because we know Nigeria, and farmers currently are complaining. Most of them have left their farms. They are no longer doing what they're supposed to do. Things are so expensive. So how many farmers actually? Can you publish the registry and let's see their names and where they're coming from?
It was obviously made up.
It's just propaganda. Purely propaganda.
I don't
Nothing
believe
else.
that story.
They're just trying to manage the narrative because things have gotten so messy. And so they're just trying to contain the situation. For me, I'm coming from another angle. Like, for me, what has been most hilarious has been the Nigerian response to Tinubu and his campaign. Have we been to Twitter? I feel like we have videos here that we'll be projecting soon from Twitter. Like, the way that Nigerians are coming at him, and especially that thing that he did at Akwa Ibom. So
okay, slandering Governor
the laughter.
Yeah.
And somebody
Don't worry.
that was really appalling.
Somebody actually said that Governor Udom had it coming because instead of him to give P2B access to the stadium, he went and gave it to Tinubu. And Tinubu gets there with the stadium he gave him access.
Exactly, I lashed him.
Oh, my God, that's on another level.
Just a quick one. Group Kwankwaso's refusal to step down for Atiku paints him as anti-North. You guys all remember when Peter Obi emerged as a Labour candidate?
Flag bearer.
Everybody called him. Some persons actually said he's a southeastern presidential candidate. He's just for a state, representing a state. He's not strong. He's regional. And now you guys are telling someone to step down for Atiku, and terming his refusal to step down anti-North. How does that sound?
Isn't it the same thing they've criticized?
For an ex-governor.
Yeah.
We know how popular Kwankwaso is.
Of course, yeah.
And so you don't just end up the whole thing like this. This is his ambition. And you cannot wish away the kind of person that he is. He has a lot of followers in the north. Especially
he's got, Kwankwaso's got great influence in the north.
Yeah.
Really great influence
but
in the
the
north.
thing is that this is not the time to play ethnic politics.
No, at all.
Okay, there is this thing in the north, they support their own. Okay, they speak with one voice.
Whatever happens.
The most, okay, when it comes to amongst the 3 major tribes in Nigeria, the Hausas, the Northerners have stuck together. Yes. So maybe there's this expectation that one person will give in to the other, and which is Kwankwaso, who is the lesser person, to give in to Atiku.
So they don't share the north.
Exactly, exactly. But the kind of politics that is playing out in Nigeria now is different from what we've seen before. You know, it's like Bala Bloom, different.
It's on another level. It's on another level.
Nobody's going to be playing because it's my brother, because it's for my religion anymore. Because we have seen enough shake.
Playing the tribal card is over.
You know, we've been making choices based on some silly sentimental reason. He's from the north. We vote him this time. He's Yoruba. He's a Christian. You know, these have been the reasons. These have been the ideas that have governed very important political decisions in Nigeria. And that is why we are where we are today, fighting in banks for money that we worked for. So I think it's time for us to use our sense.
The one we have in next is Erifai. He's talking again. One Kaduna local government area will wipe out P2B's Anambra votes. Anyway, I don't blame him because by the time you came out and made a defamatory statement against the presidency without having any facts on ground, if I were in the presidency, I would have asked for his arrest. Now he's talking another one, local government. That's where you're bringing P2B down to. I think everybody wants to trend with his name.
Yeah, I just feel like they just
their
want to have his
popularity is
name.
tarnished. They come out and talk about P2B so that they will trend.
Just to keep him in on their lips so they can stay relevant, because the political scene is really shifting, and
He's the biggest brand now.
these people are just trying to stay relevant somehow. You know, we've discussed, I think it was yesterday or so, how the Atiku team is trying to align itself with P2B. You know, the
And he denied that nobody
propagandas that they are doing a coalition and stuff like that.
You know, someone should put a leash on Mr. Erufai. I think he's beginning to talk too much. You know, when the campaign started, he rumored, okay, that was during the one-man rally. He was like, he went on Twitter to say that P2B will be lucky to find 200 people in Kaduna. Okay,
and even his campaign rallies physically,
you know,
and everything is on social media. Remember?
Yes, yes. So that's the same thing that he's saying now, that is comparing P2B with his local government area. He's a dreamer, and he likes to live in denial. If that's what makes him sleep better at night, he can
continue.
We have about 23 days or so to the elections, and everybody will know the strength of everyone.
And I feel him doing that he's equally shooting himself on the foot and tarnishing the image of his political party, because the essence of campaigns and rallies is to actually tell the electorates your manifesto.
What you have on
exactly.
table.
Tell the people what you want to do, what you intend to do for them. So you coming out to actually slander another candidates. It's too unprofessional.
And then bold of you, Noble, to assume that they have an image. Like, they can't tarnish what is already tarnished.
I'm telling you.
I don't think there's anything to even tarnish. There's no image to tarnish.
There are certain people like that that don't have any honor anymore. One person like that is this former minister. What's his name? Femi Kayode.
Hey,
that one has, as in disrepute, he has put himself. You understand this language? Okay, so but that one, FFK, is just not it. The same thing with El Rufai, and there are some characters. In fact, anybody that is
still... Reno, forget Reno, Mokri,
I mean, one man I would love to see in this election period is that one that said that Bullion Van missed road.
That's the biggest blunder.
Only Nigeria stream things.
He supports Lai Mohammed in the lies. Like, this man sat on national TV and looked at intelligent individuals and told them that Bullion Van was only there because it missed.
You know what I say to myself? Wow. Why is that Bullion Van has not missed road to come to my own house? Because I need money. Honestly, he's only missing road to Tinubu's house.
And then at the same time, after justifying his principle, video footage from years ago shows Tinubu saying that he's not coming to his house, saying some incoherent things.
And
then he not said even though he's coming to his house, that he decides to share money in his premises.
Wow.
That's his businesses. You haven't seen that. He actually showed it on the show.
Wow. And then talking about Reno Omokri, a lot of youths have expressed their disappointment towards Reno Omokri. You know, Reno used to be someone who has always held this soft spots in the heart of youths. Like,
never did for anybody.
I don't know.
Reno has always been one. Because Reno has always been one to actually encourage youth to actually come out and take what is theirs. Even me myself, I've always loved Reno. Then that was then, but now Reno actually coming out now to say demeaning things now and then, asking youth to actually not look at P2B, saying he's not a saint, this and that. It's actually very, very disappointing.
Can I just put
money for hand, bad for ground?
That's it now. But can I just put in my dime about this whole Reno situation? Call me whatever, but even from the beginning, I have never quite been moved by these people who are consistently talking.
Yeah.
He's in that category of people who are consistently talking. And you know, talk is cheap, so it can be bought.
Actually.
So there are people who are standing behind.
Substance.
Yes, he talks a lot. So there's no surprise there that he's going to come up with the highest bidder and start saying something else.
One other point I want to make is that it's very difficult for you to be supporting Tinubu or the APC and still sound sane or normal.
There's no way.
You know, just imagine what you just mentioned. Someone saying that a Bullion Van missed its way.
Two of them at the same time.
Interesting.
Can
you imagine
it's only Nigeria.
And it makes sense to him to say that on TV.
You know, it's only Nigeria where strange things actually occur. Bullion vans get missing, snake swallows a whole
it is
of money, monkeys pass and Ghana must go of cash from tree to tree. A lot of strange things.
That's why P2B said he's going to feed all of them water, especially those of them that each time you hear about oil subsidy, what we need is education subsidy for food and stuff. Let's go to this news because I feel this guy, we gave him a lot of accolades and he's overrated. 2023 presidency, 22 days to go. PDP accuses Wike of working for Tinubu. First of all, there are informations that he told all his aides, anybody working for him, to vote for Tinubu. And him opening his mouth to talk about it, he's been keeping quiet, and PDP is accusing him of anti-party activities. And me, I say, okay, Wike actually told us that by 2023 January, he will openly tell us the presidential candidate.
And now we're in February.
He's supporting. Okwihulumuka.
He put his the year.
Yeah, he said January.
That pastor that told us when ASU was on strike that they will call off strike in April. It's possible that he did not put the year. It can be in like 10 years time.
Do you know? Okay, my anger is not even with the pastor. Do you remember that woman? Do you remember that woman that actually rushed out to pay money? Exactly, to drop money for the prophecy.
And I know somebody in this room, somebody in this room is related to that woman.
Okay.
Yes, I'm just saying.
It has to be okay.
I'm looking at the person.
He looks like her. He looks like her.
I'm looking at the person now.
He looks like her. The woman that went to actually tap into the anointing of ASU calling off strike in July last year.
Strike in July.
Hey.
Did you watch that video?
Ah, you didn't see it. That is something like what Wike is doing.
We need to go back to Wike. Do you guys think that Wike will ever announce any presidential candidate?
Okay.
And will that make sense without change anything in the mind of voters in
For
Nigeria?
me, the Wike I've always known as Wike has always been a very, very controversial politician. Honestly, he has really been controversial. Wike doesn't. He has never been that kind of person to actually stick to one particular thing. He jumps from here, says this, and then what he says in the morning might contradict what he says in the evening. So Wike is not someone you can actually just hold like that.
He just likes to talk.
Exactly. That's why I say it's very, very controversial.
Let him just be,
and then, whether he comes out to say exactly,
then they'll play music.
His band, his lovely band.
They play music.
I feel that band deserves a Grammy award.
It's like what Tinubu does too. You know, after they talk,
those guys are too much.
Let him appear in George Funnies and this thing.
So if you don't have any more news for us, we are going to hit social media now.
Okay.
But then that's after we go for a break. Then we'll come back with social media and all the basketballs that is happening currently. See you in a bit. Stay tuned.
Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour Party, LP, can you get to the vote? Labour Party, Labour Party, LP, can you get to the vote? Labour Party, Labour Party, Labour say, Mama Papa na want to be Labour Party, Mama Papa na want. Mama Papa na want to be Labour Party. Mama Papa na want to be Labour Party.
Mr. Peter Obi's administration built from scratch Chukwuemeka Odumegwu University Teaching Hospital with 25 building structures. His government funded transformation of massive infrastructural development, accreditation of 12 health institutions and 2 hospitals, and also built 10 maternal and childcare centers across the state. He is the first governor to purchase medical equipment worth over 135 million naira and 50 ambulances for the health sector in Anambra State, which remain functional till today. He built and equipped Dr. Jonwilo Heart Center in St. Joseph Hospital, Adazinnuku, where heart operations are performed. Anambra State is the first state in Nigeria to distribute more than 30,000 computers to secondary schools. Mr. Peter Obi distributed about 700 buses to secondary schools in Anambra State and built 200 primary school blocks. He donated the sum of 300 million naira to Anglican churches and 440 million naira to Roman Catholic churches to rehabilitate their missionary schools. During his tenure, he gave 1 million naira each to more than 160 first-class graduates. To promote reading culture in the state, he went ahead to build a well-equipped library known as Prof. Kennedy DK Library, Oka. He also rehabilitated the divisional library in Onitsha and gave 500,000 naira to each secondary school in the state to provide library materials. This boosted the student performance from the 26th position in Nigeria to the first position. The security improvement was exceptional as he provided security vehicles to 100.
Hello guys, welcome back. This is still a town hall different right here on Obidatti Family TV. Ekene is my name. We're here with interesting persons. Ibukun always here looking dashing.
Thank you.
That gyms for me anyway.
It's given.
I'm not allowed to wear this into school, so I wear it everywhere.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you, is she the only one here? You've not complimented myself and Pikachu.
Here now.
Please, you have to. What's my name? This is bad. Really, really bad. What is my name? My name.
That was a violation.
Wow, this is bad.
So, okay, guys, I think it's time to go to social media
We
and
have
check
to
the
hit the
trends.
streets.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. I feel like I have a problem. I find a lot of things that are sad, amusing. Like the fights that have been happening in banks.
Okay.
Oh my.
I need a
APC
minute.
has turned.
I need a minute to
I feel,
myself.
for me, I feel WrestleMania should actually move their venue or their
They're
forum
recording
exactly
to the
banks now, because Nigerian banks now actually like the main places now, the vibe and
And
everything
the
now.
security guys don't step aside though, and either record you.
You guys saw the one that happened in Uniben yesterday where the students fought against the
soldiers.
military men.
Wow,
Yes,
I didn't see that.
Because of the POS at the ATM.
Just this
Wow.
is from First Bank.
This can only happen in
First Bank.
Nigeria.
Wow, he stripped himself.
Yes.
Jeez.
And he's just one of many.
APC, why?
He's just one
It's
of
like it's
many.
not a small APC. Why?
APC, why?
How do you work the money and then
Guys, get
you
your
don't have
APC.
access to your money?
Oh my.
This is bad.
This is how
own
Tinubu
money.
wants to build Nigeria. It's like
This
this.
is frustration.
Do you guys remember in 2015 when this government was coming in? They kept on screaming change.
We didn't have
And
the kind of
I feel,
Look at that.
I feel, oh my God. Wow, these ones are Vikings. Wow, look at the swords. Wow, this is
the guy on the right hand side.
these are Vikings. Wow, I love this.
The guy on green is he was striking.
This is nice.
On the right spot.
This is nice.
Nigeria.
In a way, I actually blame we Nigerians, because when this supposed government came in 2015, and then they kept on shouting change. We never asked them what kind of change, whether it was positive or negative
said it's
change.
positive,
Now
but I
look
remember
at
they
us.
had
I mean, look
bats.
at us now.
I actually support the redesigning of Nigerian notes. I love it, but the timing is
The
very
timing,
And
exactly.
it's not really about the time
And then the
or
approach,
handling.
everything about it.
You know, is it today they started changing money in this country?
We've,
Like,
I
it just
think we
reached
did this in
APC's turn
2014.
and
We did this in
APC was different.
2014
And I
when we
did-
changed the 100 naira note.
I
After
did
2014 or
a
15.
random, sampling. I asked questions, and I noticed a lot of persons were saying, if you get to the commercial banks and say, I want the new notes, even over the counter, just like CBN has allowed them to do right now, they will tell you that they don't have it. So,
And then
but you
CBN is still claiming that
open-
they have
open the pages
that they
of
have
newspapers,
dispersed
they are
this,
telling you
they
how we
dispersed this new note
So where is the money they printed?
to the banks.
The only place I see it, right in the functions where they're spraying money. Last Saturday, they see the video where the man that came, he just walked into the he was just bondulo.
Wow.
It's over.
He was just throwing the money.
It's over.
Now this brings a question: who are those that actually have access to these new notes?
Nigerian politicians.
Nigerian politicians.
People that have
Wow.
plans for this
This is
election
appalling.
Nigerian
period.
politicians,
bad.
obviously.
The same way they are the ones that have exclusive access to security, policemen, and the rest of us have to scramble for whatever happens
For
to
what's
you
left.
is your business. We have to deal with the ones that shoot people unprovoked.
The presidency just spoke, I think, early morning today. I will resolve Naira woes in 7 days. Sometimes when Buhari gives himself some kind of ultimatum or, timeline, he will never keep to it.
He will never keep to it.
Which one is he will resolve it in 7 days? And after 7 days, he will tell you that he did not say it. That he didn't mean this actual 7
And it
days.
sounds really funny.
Yeah.
You know what I've noticed with Buhari? There's a lot of things, like every headline, when something happens, what you just see is the president affirms that he will look into.
Exactly, that's the word, affirms.
And if you read into this conversation now, you will notice that he spoke through his media aid,
of course,
and not him talking directly to Nigerians.
You know, it was at a meeting he had yesterday with northern governors.
Okay.
So after the meeting, they went to complain to him and beg him to, you know, extend the date for the exchanging of the new notes to old notes. You know, so he listened. He was like he's been watching the news and he's been seeing the report on TV that the masses are suffering and blah blah blah, and that he's going to look into it and come up with a solution within the next 7 days. So we're waiting. Let's see the kind of solution that our president is going to work.
Yeah. I think we still have more stuff on our bookmarks. I feel like this is something that we need to see, the tweets that Nigerians are sending out.
I think we would really love to see the one of a woman climbing
yes, we have a lot of videos. We are going to be projecting those now because we have to see what's on our bookmarks, like the things that I have seen. Somebody even we have we have a video of somebody compiling these clips and turning it into a song, right, guys?
She was trying to get into the bank, climbing. Now that was really, really dangerous.
Going crazy
with that kind of barricade. What if she gets herself killed?
I can't even begin to imagine what desperate situations is driving that woman to.
People are frustrated.
Like
People are frustrated. For the first time, I see
I can't even begin to imagine.
Begging you for 200 naira, 500 naira in the street, and I'm asking myself what is going
on. A mother like her having no cash and then having. This is so bad. It's the height of it.
These videos are literally going to be like documentations of the souvenirs that the ABC and the Buhari administration has done tonight. Just
look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Just
look at this.
Look at that.
These are actually Nigerians fighting to get their money out of the bank. Now, these persons are not actually struggling to go and steal.
We're fighting to get
exactly money, to get to hard-earned money. I mean,
get almost anything.
Electricity.
Jesus.
It's a war zone now. Look at this.
This will definitely be for me. I'm going to say, like, I feel like if Nigerians, I believe that Nigerians are smarter, and I feel like this is the end of APC shenanigans in this country. This should be the end. I feel like we've given them way too many chances.
This is
the end.
Do you know what is fascinating about this whole thing? For a government that tends to retain power, they shouldn't be doing this. This is not a good way to sell yourself.
This is from Ibadan now.
Wow.
This is from Ibadan. So this is breaking out across the country. Vandalism. These banks are businesses. These are properties. And because of the neglect and the negligence at the top, people's businesses, because this is somebody's business.
And I think the commercial banks should communicate properly.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Exactly. If you don't have this money,
you walk into the bank, they will tell you,
exactly.
CBN did not do this. They are regulators, but you need to talk. It's your business.
Of course.
Because when these things are spoiled this way, you can't go to CBN and say, fix this for me. They won't do that for you. So communicate properly the way you come and do adverts everywhere. You open your phone on YouTube, you can't do anything.
They are doing digital art. So tell us the truth. What is the real situation?
Communicate with
because we can't waste
customers.
what little time we have going to. Okay, so this is from Rinu Oduala from Twitter. She says, Nigerians are literally experiencing all the hardship they need to vote APC out of existence. I love the choice of words.
550 per litre now.
Fuel scarcity, money scarcity, no lights, no job. How else God won't send us message?
I mean, all in one country,
the signs are just everywhere.
In one nation.
The signs are
you said
everywhere.
Yesterday now, the spots on your face, wrinkles and everything.
Yes, the spots on my skin. The fact that my skin is not clear. Look at how emotional.
I could go
look at how emotional I'm getting right now.
You know, my hair wasn't like
blame
this.
Buhari and Tinubu for the current condition of my life.
My hair wasn't like this. It was like because
your hairline has receded now. Due to the hardship in the nation.
I really went old. Oh God, I don't want to talk about this.
No, see guys, there's this thing I always say. Nigerians, we know you are tired, we know you are angry. Please take out this frustration, take out this anger to your polling booth. Take it out there. This is the only way we can make this nation better and great again. Now, look at the whole hardship happening currently. Now, imagine this same thing, or like, imagine this same hardship continuing or spilling through the next 8 years. It can even get worse. So please, take out your frustration down to where the polling booth, and you can only do that by getting your PVC. We just have less than 2 days left, right? So please, very, very important. Let's save our lives. Let's equally save the lives of unborn children.
And the next part of our conversation will be the book that was written by a set of interesting individuals. The first female professor of mass communication. The book is about P2B, many voices, one perspective. Be part of these great events. It's a book presentation. It's going to be on February 7, Tuesday. So it's holding down in Ibeto Hotel, that's in Abuja. Well, let's talk about this book in general. A lot of us don't know that Peter Obi's achievements could be documented, all he's done as governor. And at this point, is this timely? Do you guys think? Is this something you want to read? Because I know you're into writing a lot.
I think I would after the election.
Shebu, you're done voting.
Priorities first.
I need to concentrate on
for
the
a
vote.
copy. While you are reading it, is
That-
inspiring
yes,
you.
yes.
You're voting as well.
Well, that's another angle, but for me, it's after the elections.
So the book reminisces an overview of major accomplishments of Mr. Peter Obi administration in Anambra State. That needs an optimal governance model. Peter Obi teachers of value, desire, an international magazine. Just a little package in a concise form of everything Peter Obi has done.
Well, I think that's timely. Now
timely.
that I have like insight
all
on
he
the
has
content,
done.
I think this is timely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I see done as governor. What did you do? Blah,
it's
blah,
good.
blah.
It's good to actually put it out there.
timely.
Like, this is what this man has achieved. Yeah, now see it for yourself. There's something we call as they play, it they show. Exactly. Yeah, he has done this, he has done that. Now use your eyes to see them.
So let the likes of other
Exactly. Let your
opponents,
works speak
the
for you.
enemies, let them
Yeah.
down compile what they have
opposition.
done.
Exactly.
How
Let your
they
works speak
sold,
for you.
made the privatization to become a private business and stuff.
There's
Let them
this-
compile theirs and let's see.
There's this thing my mom always says. She always tells me,
I hope she's a Peter B supporter.
yes,
Interesting.
fully obedient. My mom always says the best way to sell yourself is through your character. That's the best way to sell yourself.
You know Peter Obi.
Through your character. And then Peter Obi is one person that you can't even hold him to say okay, he has done this wrong, he has done that wrong in the past. His character is absolutely, I don't know if I'll be exaggerating if I actually use the word flawless.
Yes, you
But
can't be
it's
exaggerating.
it's
For
actually
me, I
that.
would just say that generally, from everything that we have seen, he is a decent human being. Let's
Very,
leave
very
it at
decent.
that.
Disciplined.
And
He's a
disciplined.
decent human being, because if you are Nigerian and you have studied your politicians, these are not even decent. When I say decent, I mean just the average level of good. Let's just say we don't even have politicians who are just like decent human beings in general. They are thieves, they are marauders, they are thugs, they are manipulators, they are criminals, they are corrupt, they are remorseless, and they are conscienceless. So for me,
You didn't eat your school fees, oh dear. Continue.
I didn't see that coming.
But it's something to talk about, the book, okay? I think it's timely, and it's written by people that served in Peter Obi's government while he was governor of Anambra State.
him as well. I forgot his name. Yeah,
Yes.
the spokesperson.
Yeah, so they saw it firsthand, they experienced it firsthand, and they can be the best people, to tell us the story. Someone said this earlier to me, that Peter Obi's style of politicking is going to be studied in universities in Nigeria for a long
Very
time.
soon. Very soon.
For a long time, because this is different. When you listen to the way he talks in the campaigns, even town
Facts and
hall,
figures.
town halls,
his town hall is truly different.
the man
Really,
is
really different.
very diplomatic.
He stands
very
out.
Decent.
He
Very
stands out.
intelligent. The way he handles issues.
And if you want to make
He's not emotional. He tries not to be emotional. Even when he's emotional,
Very objective.
he still, puts
Very
it on
calculated.
check. But some other people will just let it go and say all sorts of
It's
things.
I'm
like,
married to one
I don't know if
wife,
we will have videos or something, but like every time there's Tinubu appears at a campaign ground, we have
Yeah,
So-
something
Like, see,
something actually occurs.
I don't know how
actually
to-
occurs.
the whole
That's how
environment,
the title of this show came about.
the whole environment will just degenerate
Chaotic.
it goes degenerate, like it goes from 0.100 to 0 in minutes, and you'd have people behind him who are like literally propping him up in
And also telling you what to say.
and you literally see him have moments of
Oh my.
And he will say that thing that he wants to say.
I feel like this point,
slander governors and
I feel
presidential
at this point,
candidates and
Tinubu
stuff.
should actually consider a change of profession.
Yeah, maybe
Skit making might not actually be bad.
said he
I mean,
did today, yeah.
it might not be bad.
Stand-up
I
comedy.
actually believe
skit
that,
makers make a lot of money.
I don't know if anybody really wants to even see him anymore because I've had enough.
Yeah.
I feel like he just needs to rest.
And you talked about Lagos and stuff. Total Lagos shut down. That's February 11.
At
Labour Party
CBS.
is coming, guys. If you're in Lagos, anywhere that you are, get ready. In fact, wear your uniform, dress well. What's the color of their shaving? Okay, yeah, Labour Party uniforms, of course.
Yeah.
Look amazing. Come out in mass.
Where again? TBS, right?
Yeah, and then
TBS, don't forget that.
people in Sokoto have a song for P2B. We have it. We have people in Sokoto that have a song for
Nice.
P2B. Yes, that's it right there. We have people in Sokoto with a song.
Please, let's get
for
that.
P2B.
Let's get that. Let's get that projected.
Right.
The hype is much. I
He's
literally
taking
saw
over.
Okay.
It's taking over.
I actually. Okay.
Wow. This is nice. Amazing.
This is it's very profound.
Yeah, it is.
For me, it's very profound.
Yeah, it is. You know, as we wind down to the election day, a lot of drama is going to be coming up very soon. Like this period, this is when you see politicians at their best. Okay, so something just popped up on my phone now, and it's a video of Tinubu saying that Buhari has failed.
Oh.
Wow.
So now it's Dada's turn. Wow. The war has just started.
We literally have a video right here of him saying that Lagos is a refuse dump.
That is true.
Like,
Buhari
yes,
saying
that's
Lagos
it
is a
right
refugee.
there. He said Lagos is a refuse
Buhari
dump.
to
has
see.
failed. That, do you know what is failed? F. Even said the F word for Buhari.
Please play that. I think I can see my favorite skit maker there. Play that, please.
I'm a thinker and a doer. Evidence here in Lagos.
In Lagos.
This
Okay, just look at that.
is a refuse dump.
A refuse dump.
Mad. This is lovely.
Do you
I
even
mean-
understand how this does not make sense? He
is
said he's
lovely.
a thinker and a doer, and it is evident in Lagos State. And then he said goes ahead to call the place that is evidence of his thinking and doing a refuse dump.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
This is bad. Really bad.
Do you know what is amazing and what is very disturbing is the people behind him on that stage.
I don't
Yeah.
The governors. Sometimes I just
Exactly.
question the character of those men.
Were they
No,
charmed?
these are not. This is not a character. These are greedy.
That will tell you how Nigerian
selfish
politicians
people.
have killed their
No,
conscience.
talking about
What
greed.
they're after is that money that you can
Talking
give them
about
in that
greed.
moment. And I feel, how much have you made that even if you're giving an order, you still collect and kill your conscience the more? That you are supporting, like I said yesterday, if you have a company and you have Atiku, Tinubu, and P2B.
Okay, just look,
Wow.
I'm sorry
Oh
to
my
cut you.
God.
Just look at what
Okay.
is happening with this
Are you
woman.
serious?
Viewers, please.
Like seriously?
This is a Nigerian.
God.
Just look at what the frustration
A
has
mother.
reduced her to.
A mother.
God.
A
This is
mother.
so sad,
This is,
man.
there's no
This is
way
disturbing.
that this is right.
Talking about greed, do we all remember back then in 2020, this same government was supposed to disburse food items to help Nigerians cope with the whole COVID sit at home
pandemic period.
and stuff like that. And do
They
we
all open stores.
exactly? Do we remember that this
started
same
selling.
government hoarded Indomie, something as cheap as
Everything.
noodles? I mean, Indomie. Something as cheap as Indomie. I mean, Indomie, yes, Indomie.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, Indomie. Wow. I mean, something as cheap as
Really
that.
special to you.
This is too bad.
Man, it's really
can't-
sad.
Something as cheap as that.
It's sad.
Yes,
What's,
That's
what's,
the
what's
video.
going on here?
wow.
What's going on here? Is this a
It's,
rally of... Whose rally is this?
should be.
I guess it's when they discovered one of the stores.
Of the storehouses.
Okay,
Yes, this
during
was
the
a
COVID
raid.
period.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you, like I literally saw this, but in a different way. Like the APC is so corrupt that even to the groundest of the ground levels of their governance, you see this kind of evil
Down to the local
wickedness.
governments.
Now, on that, where I lived, we had the local government chairman, his office around there, and you know they had told the women, the elderly women in the society, that they should come around and come and take. And they gave them boiled beans in takeaway plates.
Wow.
I will never
Boiled beans.
Boiled beans.
Oh my God.
I won't forget this in a
This
while.
is bad. Now,
Let's
this
just
is
look
one
at
of the storehouses where these food items, which were supposed to be disbursed to help Nigerians cope with the COVID, sit at home. This is how.
Someone just show me
This
their
is
PVC
too bad.
already?
This is too bad.
For real.
Can
Too
someone
bad.
just show me their PVC? Honestly, as we're all pushing to get funds to have access
In
to
fact,
the new.
do you know that during that same 2020, there was a young lady that actually came out on Twitter to expose her aunt. I think her aunt was her aunt then was a member of the Lagos State House of Representatives, and then now those materials, those food items that were supposed to be disbursed in her own word, she actually used them to as gifts for her birthday gifts to actually share to persons who came for her birthday gifts. Yeah, it was a lady who actually exposed her on Twitter. And then,
Yeah, I saw that.
That's the height of it.
You would see the COVID.
The height of, exactly, you will see there.
boldly written.
Boldly written on the
They
food
didn't even say
items.
they come out.
Too bad.
Yeah, no.
Too bad. Like, there's no shame anymore. There's no shame.
Anyway, guys, how are you expectant about the rally in Lagos, February 11th at CBS? Okay,
If the footage we have from other rallies is anything to
Yeah, this is a Labour
go back,
Party
we can
rally.
predict that this is in
Abakaliki.
Abakaliki.
class.
Wow.
Can you predict Lagos will be like 100 times
Guys,
in
get ready.
density?
February 11th.
Yes, so
Lagos
CBS, Teslim Balogun Stadium.
No, that's what.
Is that Tafawa Balewa?
Yeah,
Okay, Tafawa Balewa Square, not Teslim Balogun.
Yes.
We're going to cover it live here, I guess.
Of course.
I
we
think
should,
we will
we
be
should,
reporting
we
with
should.
footage.
We should.
We'll be reporting with footage. We'll be keeping you all updated on the latest. Well then, similarly, like what is the progress? Does anybody have any progress updates on PVCs? Have you gotten your PVC?
I have mine since 2018. so
Stop showing off.
I'm not sure.
You have to be proud. Come on, it's something to be proud of.
You want to oppress us.
Okay, we've been hearing news about collection of PVCs. A whole lot of persons have collected theirs, but then we're still getting reports across states that persons who are still struggling to collect their PVCs, that whenever they go to INEC offices to actually get their PVCs, they are being told one thing or the other. Either
there's a news here about it.
that either it's not out yet.
Professor Pat Utomi accuses INEC of frustrating electorate. He said that today, yes. 1 minute ago, the news dropped, and I guess he is speaking from the point of, they get to the PVC centers. We all saw the video of one of the INEC officials in Enugu State selling PVC for people to collect, yes.
Wow.
And they reported her, made a video of the entire situation, sent it to INEC.
Is this how hungry people are?
Someone's PVC, before you give it to them, ask them to pay, that they need to pay for transportation fare.
This has gotten out of hand.
To get it for them, and they must pay to you before.
This has
they
gotten out
collect
of
it.
hand. This has got
People are protesting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People are protesting.
INEC keeps saying that independent, they're ready for this election, but honestly, they should live up to expectations.
You know what they call every day for the thief and one day for the owner. Like they should just keep swerving. They should just be swerving anyhow for now. By the time P2B and Dati gets in, we will have them restructured, reformed, and have their lives changed for better.
And whether they like it or not, the remaining number of persons that have gotten their PVC, they'll be voting for Obi.
Yes.
So how Buhari back?
You can't just take it away. You can't just take it away.
Exactly. So guys, do you have a PVC?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, pick and show of yours.
Of course, I've had my PVC since 2012.
Hey, well, my own is 2018. Now you see it's bragging.
You are bragging. You have had yours since 2018. Now he has had his since. Okay, I think you must have had yours since 1980.
I just feel that next
Yes,
Valentine.
1980.
Valentine is on February 14th. I just feel that
that's
before
11
you
days
take that
from
girl
now.
out. Ask for the PVC.
Yes, do ask her if she has her PVC.
That should be the love code.
Exactly.
For February 14th.
What if INEC is delaying her? What if it's INEC that you made her?
No gifts, no
I feel
Wednesday, right?
I think so.
Sunday actually. For me, I feel as a guy, if you're having anything to do a lady, or a lady you're having anything to do a guy, I think that person not.
Remember, once you give them money, they will accept.
No, that is bad. I mean, that person not having his or own PVC. It should be a turn off. It should be a turn off. Someone not having his or PVC should be a turn off for you.
I'm just trying to joke.
Okay.
You should know that.
Okay.
No amount of money can get you bukun.
At all.
In the absence of any other story, I guess this is where we're going to end it.
Let's say good night.
What's the plan for the evening? What are you doing for P2B in your all separate areas to make sure that everybody's hearing the campaign that's talking about him?
I'm talking a lot.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm doing so much talking. I'm stressed. But then it's a good kind of stress. I feel like I'm contributing to something that will outlive me.
You know, it's easier for a lady to actually campaign. In marketing strategy, when a lady is talking about anything, there are chances that if she's meeting 7 persons, 6 will believe. That's a feminine power. So don't want to...
Well, it's a good thing P2B has been kind enough to include women in his campaign. Like, we are very heavily involved, and his wife is gorgeous. I'm just saying on national television now, P2B's wife is gorgeous. In case you hear this, ma'am, I think you're absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
But then, that's beside the point.
For me, I've been okay. For me, I've been on sensitizing persons around me, even both on WhatsApp groups, and then both on Twitter, every platform I can think of. I've been sensitizing persons. In fact, that was 2 weeks ago. I helped someone get his PVC. Yeah, he was not around, so I went to.
So that's possible.
Yeah, it's actually possible. Although you have to show evidence, the person will have to send their temporary voter's card. And then, although the person can actually send you a screenshot, and then you can now show the INEC official, and then you have to call the person in their presence. So kudos to, big ups to INEC too, because this is to show that they're not actually just giving PVCs out. If not, maybe you can actually now go and request for someone's PVC in the person's absence. But then these INEC officials now actually make sure that, okay, you are getting these PVCs to the right person. So it's really big ups to them. Really big ups to them. Really nice.
That's impressive.
Pikachu, what's your plans? What do you do to, spread the message of obidatti in your area?
Yes, it's the weekend. We've been here all week, and the work we do here, the sacrifice we make every day to stand here and give you guys information and keep talking about this movement. It's because we are passionate about it, because we believe in it. Okay, it's not because we were paid to do so, but because we want to take responsibility, okay, for a better Nigeria. It's in our hands. We can do this. Okay, we are the people that have the power. The power lies with us. So it's whoever we decide to give it with that will have it eventually at the end of the day. So yes, so we just keep doing this every week, and next week we'll be back here, to continue the work that we're doing. And beyond what we're doing here, I'm also doing some work on my social media handles. Yeah, you can also follow me to find out more about what I'm doing at Official Pcatch. Yeah, across all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere at Official Pcatch. Yes, and we keep pushing the word out there.
Your social media handles.
Oliole Christabel on Facebook and Oliole Ibuku on Twitter.
All right, and then I am _Noble_Dude on Instagram and Noble_Dude_ on Twitter.
And on this note, we are all going home to continue preaching the message and letting everybody know that the next president of Nigeria, by God's grace, is going to be Peter.
And we'll all be alive and well to see it, whether APC likes it or not.
Amen.
By fire, by force. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Good night.